Hello and welcome back to our third game, technically, of the evening, which is going to be on Cash, which is going to be Cloud9 again. This time versus Team Liquid. Somebody was on my stream just now asking me, who do I think is going to win out of these two? I think these two are the most improving teams from what we've seen as of recent. So I couldn't pick a winner between them. I would be... The only team I would maybe pick against Cloud9 at the moment in North America would be Liquid. But I'm not confident enough to pick one of these teams against each other. So we'll have to wait and see who comes out on top. But we need to look at the Vulcan picks for the day, as they are an unknown at the moment. So going to have that smooth transition. So this is who I've picked. Got Tyrone up there, and got Kimbo Slice as well, White Kimbo Slice, and FREAKAZOiD. So Cloud9 playing twice, it was a no-brainer. Had to get FREAKAZOiD as he's been, had to make him shot caller as well. He's been playing really, really good. Had EliGE for Team Liquid, who was, I think, a bit cheap. Thanks for Nylem, but unfortunately they didn't play because Elevate, they had some scheduling issues and were forced to forfeit, basically. As they have had some repeated issues, maybe too many. So, Shroud, Nothing, and FREAKAZOiD, basically my main men for the evening. So I have to see, you know, one win in the bag already. We'll see how they're going to be for the next one. So again, Team Liquid versus Cloud9 on Cash. And now, you know, adreN has been AWPing very, very well, very dangerously, very strongly in recent matches. So I have to see if he can do it here against Skadoodle. We'll have to see if they choose to challenge each other in mid, etc., other places, or if they'll play A or B, or even have double AWP setups. Lots of potential for these two teams. Cloud9 being heavily, heavily favoured on e-gaming bets and CSGO Lounge. So while I will refrain on picking somebody I expect to win, you guys seem you guys seem quite convinced that it's going to be Cloud9, and Shroud just pretty much gave up on life there, and it will be Liquid, I presume, to start on the CT side. There we go. So we are into the Pistola. There is a song by Incubus that's called Pistola. I don't know where the A comes from. And he sings, my gun is a pistola. Anyway, if you know what that means, tweet me. If you don't, tweet me anyway. Just send me tweets. So apparently this start is going to be a false one. So let's see the shenanigans that come up. And again, guys, make sure you hit the follow button, because at 600,000 followers, we will be giving away all kinds of goodies, all kinds of swag. We're going to be going for 2 Dragon Lore attempts for subscribers. We did 2 before, and we got an M4 X-Ray and an AUG Chameleon, which I found quite hilarious indeed. So this time, yeah, at 600k followers, we are going to try and give away 2 Dragon Lords, but they will be trade-ups, which makes it all the more fun. So we'll watch those as they happen. We'll also be giving away a StatTrak AK-47 Aquamarine to subscribers. And finally, a Bayonet Blue Steel, and that's going to be an open raffle. So even if you're not a subscriber, you still have a chance of winning. No sign-ups to anything needed, apart from you have to be a follower of the channel. So that's what happens at 600k, guys. And again, if you are just joining us, today we announced that our next finals, our Stage 2 finals, will be at DreamHack Valencia, and they will have 150k on the line, American dollars. But it's not just money on the line. The beach is on the line. I'm not saying you can have the beach, but hey, if you qualify, you can go to the beach. You've got paella. You've got all the tourist traps. When 1 year I went to DreamHack Valencia, I've been 3 years in a row now. And 1 year, we went into an Italian restaurant and had Italian equivalent of paella with pasta instead of rice. It was nice though, but very, very salty indeed. So, we're into the pistol round. We've commonly seen A being somewhat abandoned by CT teams, but we're going to have Liquid with a solid 2 people. Liquid solids. Where's the gas? 2 people onto the A bomb site. So, more or less a kind of standard setup across the map. Although, one person in the mid is not that standard. Alright, FugLy going for the one-taps, getting 3 headshots. That is great individual play to give his team an advantage, allow his teammates to rotate. EliGE going to come in, find the pop there, and the second frag. So far, so good. He is on my Vulcan team. Oh, flowsicK just enjoy some ice cream. So, Liquid win the knife, win the pistol. But will they win what is about to come? But what is about to come? Okay, so we're going to have the Force. I was wondering. And now we have our answer. Cloud9 going to go for the Force. Shroud with the Scouts. Which, I mean, he has pretty sick aim. But do you give the Scouts to Skadoodle? I don't know. Well, maybe not, because Shroud has just wrecked adreN through the wall. That is an abrupt end. And he gets in the RIP as well. LOL. FAMAS has been picked up by Nitro. Goodbye to the deceased. That is really funny. Cloud9 just resting on their lead at the moment, and they have a minute to play with as well. So we'll see. Maybe they're giving Liquid a chance to hang themselves here and try and overextend. Maybe put some people in the wrong place. FugLy, though, going in the right place. Getting that frag with a P90 and control of A main. Cloud9's option is running out for them. They're still in control of the bomb with Shroud. Just having a look at his mates. 40 seconds, so they can still make Liquid wait and wait and wait. But it's Liquid who have the big guns. And they have the flank as well coming in. So we should see Nitro slowly rotating. The only problem here for Liquid is that they don't have vision of mid, but they seem to have it on good authority that B will be the play. And EliGE is in a good position to get a nice spray down here. The Scout's looking for him. He's going to get flashed, but not before he finds a frag onto Shroud. Sean Gares taken down in no man's land. Nothing soon to follow. And Liquid survive with 4 players intact. They survive with the FAMAS intact as well. And adreN can probably just go, well, we'll see what they choose to do here. Because obviously he wants the AWP in the coming rounds. So I was going to say, he'll probably go for just a pistol. But on the CT side, they definitely want all the players to have a gun. So he will roll with the MP7. Again, if you're wondering why you can't hear any running, it's a bug that was introduced with one of the recent patches. Also, if you do Overwatch, you will also notice that you will not hear any running. So hopefully Valve can patch that soon. It's been a few weeks now. Okay, so Liquid using the ranges, playing from car. The only problem with playing from car is that if somebody opens squeaky door, you cannot hear it. And you can see Shroud is in squeaky, but the bomb isn't there. However, Team Liquid starting to move around, starting to be like water. They've given up mid. They prefer to keep control of the bomb sites. But FugLy will be the one to have the aggression there with the P90 coming in and out. So many bullets for him to play with. Barely needs to aim. Nitro going to get taken out by fREAKAZoid's P250, but the bomb is nowhere near being planted. Both A and B firmly in control of the CT sides for now. So Cloud9 trying to figure out how they can get their bonus money in. And they currently have no answers. EliGE just waiting to take out these players. There goes one. Only one more to find. He's got the range as well. Won't get one tap from there. Another round where Liquid survive with 4. So we should be onto the buy round for both teams. FugLy can drop an AWP for adreN, or adreN could buy one himself. In fact, they're going to go for the conservative buy at the moment, so not going to just splash all the cash. FugLy will continue with the P250, P90, excuse me. And Cloud9 will proceed with 5 AKs. You can see the money on Cloud9 is less than spectacular at the moment, so their nades will be limited to flashbangs and smokes. Heading over towards the A site at the moment, where there's a 3-man stack here from Liquid. And they're going for the aggression as well, but it hasn't worked out. FugLy running in completely blind. 2 Cloud9 players combining to take him down. EliGE forcing the push here from the B bomb site. Liquid with an early disadvantage, and they want to close it up. It's something you see commonly from CT sides, and it's paying off so far. Cloud9 are basically being funneled into the A site now. They won't see that flash coming, or will they? Some players turning away, but the frag's going the way of the Liquid side at the moment. Cloud9 tentatively crawling around the smoke there. That gap was very fortunate for them. We'll leave them in a 2 versus 2. Bomb's not going to go down. Now it's down to Shroud to try and get the plant here. Try and clutch it for his team. There's still a minute on the clock. He could even try and poke out the smoke and rotate towards the B bomb site if he wanted to. Why is he getting his knife out in that situation? That is... I don't know why these players do it. It's almost like a new tick. I'll get back into that a bit later on. But 1 versus 1. Shroud still yet to be touched in the round. 2 flashbangs to his name, but he daren't throw a flash out now, as he has not identified where flowsicK is. Now he knows where he is, and the duel will begin. 30 seconds left now, and he's going to go for the straight up plant. flowsicK is going to buy its real and try and close the distance. Now we do the dance. flowsicK, though, has to tap Shroud's head twice to get the kill here. And Shroud only needs to tag him once with that AK, just a one tap to the head. And that will be it. He's got the aim, as does flowsicK. He's on top, and again Shroud. Why is he getting his knife out? What is he doing? Somebody tweet him, stop getting a knife out. 1v1 situation. Why is he getting his knife out? Somebody tell me, please. This is not parkour. It's not a surf map. We're not on... I don't even know. I don't even know. He's stressing me out. But like when you look at players from 1.6, like Taz, for example, something he used to do sometimes. He used to press a QQ for no reason, because people do it like, it's almost like they feel their gun is fresher when they just do that, and they do it in inopportune times. And he did it a few times in CSGO where it cost him, like he got peeked at the same time and died because of it. Because of all the jumping in CSGO, you see people get their knives out for no reason. We have a new tick because of the movement in CSGO. But anyway, Cloud9 on another buy, pushing through the smoke. Trades coming in for both sides, but it will be the B site lost by Team Liquid. Nothing lurking in mid, which will completely crush the rotation from the CTs. That is round over right there. Just Nitro remains. And pay attention to that. When you have a push like this on a map like Cash, or on Dust 2 where you take A, let's say you go from short and long, you have a lurker, say in lower tunnel or top mid towards the left if you're looking down mid, they can stop the rotation from short. Let's say if all your players go long, rather than a two-pronged assault. Or even if they go both ways. Because it's the CTs coming from B and mid who need to rotate, and you can just crush the round right there and then. So Cloud9 steadying the ship after those shenanigans from Shroud. He should be made to stand in the corner for 2 minutes for getting his knife out in a 1v1 situation. Anyway, we're going to move on from that now. Finally, the orb comes out for adreN. Ooh, and he's going to get working straight away against Skadoodle, left with just the AK for now. That is an unfavourable draw. And Cloud9 have righted the ship, but Team Liquid are shooting holes in the hull at the moment. EliGE stuck on a CZ. So, all things are slowing down here. Look at the cash on both teams. This is a mess. Piggy bank's been broken into. EliGE with an aggressive position. This is, if you look at the map there, you can see flowsicK and EliGE. This is kind of similar to how RPK and Existence play the B bomb site, where flowsicK will be in headshot, and he will throw flashbangs through the gap for EliGE to peek from checkers. It's a very powerful position to do significant damage to a round, and that's a very powerful Molotov. Although, oh, now it's starting to hurt EliGE. He's going to have to force his way through it, and he finds the frag with the CZ. Bit of information for his team before he goes down, but he didn't see any other players, and he doesn't see the bomb either. adreN, I don't know how that shot missed. Maybe he must have moved before he fired the shot. That is super unfortunate there. 25 seconds left, and they're trying to run distraction on Cloud9 on the A site, or the bomb is... Oh, he's going to rotate to A, actually. But has he got enough time to get there? He's going to try and go up short. So Cloud9 going on a massive gamble here. Nothing, just about winning a very important duel. Because if he got taken down there, then that's a wrap. But the flank's coming in. This flank, if he gets there in time, should shut down the round. 5 seconds remaining. And Nothing had no choice but to plant the bomb on short there. I mean, it was a long journey and high risk to take the bomb from B to A, even though the remainder of his players were on the A bomb site. Depending on how many CTs are there, I don't know if it's worth just trying to take them down to make Nothing's job easier on the B bomb site if he goes there for the plant. But again, with such little time left on the clock, but only a matter of seconds, maybe even less, to make the decision, that's a very difficult spot for Cloud9. And it puts Team Liquid in a very good spot, especially when their money was so tried and tested. And it's still awful. It's got the run boost into this position that Maniac from Titan has made look so strong. Interesting boost from Cloud9 as well. Nitro may have heard that player fall off the other. FREAKAZOiD may be looking for someone to jump, as Happy often does for Envy, from the other side of that red construction. Team Liquid not committed to any one site just yet. They're moving into more aggressive positions on the A-bomb site. FugLy potentially having the power to run distraction. And look at this buy from Cloud9. 4 pistols, just the AK on fREAKAZoiD. They want an entry. But the CT side are not peeking. FugLy needs to be careful though. He's preparing himself for Molotov. He knows what's coming. He's going to throw it now. The trade coming straight in. Sean Grill's going to take down Nitro. FugLy with 2-man spray down. And that Molotov that he's been holding, that Molotov he threw when his teammate went down, will slow the advance and allow Team Liquid to be in position on the A-bomb site. We will not see a plant in this round. FugLy finishing them off with a 4-man. And again, you saw what the money was like for Liquid at the beginning of that round. And to survive with only 1 player going down, this is a good lead so far. But they need to continue their momentum. You saw the odds. You can see where the money is in this match. People expect Cloud9 to win, so Team Liquid want to minimize those T rounds. 1-2-2 set up here from the Liquid side. We'll see if they go for event boost as well. Just Nitro over towards the A-bomb site, expecting some presence from Cloud9 in mid. And presence there is. But here, with a double boost of their own, it will net them vision of no one and no frags so far. So, things getting a bit awkward for Liquid now because they've only got 1 player on the A site and Short is more or less in control of Cloud9. However, they haven't started to stack A main just yet. Questions for both teams remain. Where are the CTs? What kind of format, what kind of layout are they playing? They really haven't seen a single CT just yet because of that smoke. And the same could be said for Team Liquid. They won't really know what's going on. You can see the passive positions in B. No flanks, nobody in the vents. Both teams playing with very little information. Cloud9 starting to move closer and closer towards the A-bomb site. But again, 3 Liquid plays over towards B because they don't know what's up. Here come the nades onto the A-bomb site. FugLy going to stop 1 player on short, but does he realize there's a second one slowly creeping? Rotation coming in from Liquid. Trying to tap the smoke. Almost found a play there. fREAKAZoid's gun may give the game away. He will find a frag onto flowsicK. Trades by adreN. 2 versus 2 now. Bomb in control of Cloud9. 23 seconds for them to plant. Oh, EliGE. I don't think they realize where he is. Skadoodle's safe for now, but if he starts to move forward, he could be in trouble. EliGE gets taken down by nothing. Nice crossfire by Cloud9. They know where adreN is as well. Skadoodle will hold the angle. Good pre-fire by adreN. And Orpa knows where an Orpa might be. He will tag Skadoodle. He doesn't have any nades, though, to stop them from trying to peek. He's got a kit, and nothing is miles away. He's going to have to run for it. Oh, he's got a defuse! I didn't think he had it. I thought he died in first. That's unbelievable. I think he threw his pistol as a fake flash, but nothing. He was a non-believer, but could not get there in time. He was far too far away. And that's a very, very marginal situation. On whatever nothing decides to do. If he decides to face, he thinks he's going to go straight for the defuse. You saw nothing move back so far because he thought adreN was going to try and come in for the second frag. Fortunately, in this game of tic-tac-toe, or paper, rock, scissors, or whatever you play at home, adreN just about picked the right one. 7 rounds to 1 now. Team Liquid running away with the first half, but again, Cloud9 could still win this 8-7. We don't know. Some Liquid players heavily tagged. EliGE and FugLy quite down, although same could be said for the Cloud9 Armory, and that's 2 players gone, 2 headshots. Skadoodle hungry for that AK. He will pick it up. They've got control of the site, but the bomb needs to cross while those smokes are up to plant. Indeed, they will re-smoke. Liquid with a flank into A main, and they've lost no players. So many directions for Cloud9 to try and cover. All too many. They won't find a single frag, and Team Liquid move to 8. And again, the money's still been a bit ropey here for Liquid, but Cloud9 aren't really coming close to taking a round at the moment. And that will be a juicy bonus for the CT side. A juicy bonus, a Brucey bonus. I doubt any of you watching know what a Brucey bonus is. You're more than welcome to search on YouTube. If you do know, send me a tweet. I'm sure there are some Europeans still up here. Okay, so looking at the buy now from Cloud9, we've got Skadoodle on the AWP. Again, he's running around on his Y fronts. He does not have any armor to speak of. That Molotov will not deter the T side. They're going to just get a smoke up there, going for a fast shock and awe push into mid, excuse me. Trade's coming in with adreN getting the first frag. Cloud9 will slow down, and fREAKAZoid's going to lose the bomb in mid, and he's got little to no support, just Shroud, but he's still in the boost spot, and he's been tagged all the way down. Sent to the grave by flowsicK. Man advantage for Liquid, but Cloud9 quite separated, but I don't know if Liquid have identified where they are. Nothing could have a really important flank here. flowsicK will see him. flowsicK will be the last. That'll be the last thing that flowsicK sees. That is great timing for EliGE and horrible timing for Cloud9. The only thing they have going for them at the moment is their loss bonus is completely maxed out. The bomb is still in mid, been lost there seeming like forever. Nothing could have got himself a 1v1, but EliGE, that aim is going to be far too sharp. Sharp as a butcher's pencil to take Liquid to an 8-round lead. adreN 11-5 now. Skadoodle with only 1 frag on the board at the moment. He really hasn't had much opportunity to AWP in this half. Liquid moving, sorry, Cloud9 moving slowly out of spawn. Team Liquid spread across the map in one big line, moving into an arch. Lovely shapes here from the CT side. And now they're going to start to get aggressive. They're sensing weakness. And they will prey on their victims. First frag comes in for EliGE, checks his back really quickly. And he will just hold his aggressive line. Nitro going to take down fREAKAZoid. And this is an eco from Cloud9. They don't really have a lot going on. Sean Grills has got the nades, but he doesn't have the personnel to execute here. He's only got 2 players to work with from the 4 he had just a few seconds ago. And Liquid are untouched. They are unblemished in this round. They do not need to over-rotate in any direction. Shroud with a disgusting deagle. They've seen FugLy as well. But they're going to be careful not to expend his load through that smoke. You can see the molly coming in with the intention of stopping a plant from going down. A desperation plant at this point. Cloud9 looking desperate. 1 of 11 rounds on the board so far. Shroud with a nice frag, but it's a consolation frag. Because it has amounted to not much. It's cost Liquid about 5k in that death, but they are sitting pretty at the moment. If Cloud9 go into the second half with 1 round, it's not going to be good. Boost coming into the mid area from Cloud9 once again. This time there's no Molotov for them to contend with. And the execute in terms of smokes they've put down have forced Liquid to completely abandon the mid area, which is a smart choice. Often you can get caught trying to fight through these smokes. And the numbers game will be in favour of the T's. adreN somehow finding a frag. Oh, Liquid are just absolutely dominating this. It's reminiscent of Virtus.pro when they just decide to turn it on and just close down the world around you until you are stuck in a very small box with just a peephole to breathe through. Skadoodle again. This is one of the rare occasions where he's had an AWP to work with, but his teammates are all dying around him. And Cloud9 are just waiting. They're waiting for Liquid to make a mistake, something they can use, something they can punish. But Liquid will also be aware of this. And they will just sit patiently on their 2-man lead. And Sean Gares is just about, I was going to say, not going to look at the right angle, but he finds a frag. We've still got a CT hiding in checkers, that's flowsicK, and he finds a frag. Skadoodle almost with the trade, going to get him through the box. Now they get their chance. Another frag, a very important frag from Sean Gares with less than 10 HP. 2 versus 2, 15 seconds on the clock. Bomb is on the floor. Sean Gares all alone. Won't make it. They've made it expensive, but they're running out of rounds for it to even matter how many players they take with them. Round 13. And Cloud9 going to go for the force. Unless, yeah, I was going to say, unless FREAKAZoid threw an AWP to Skadoodle, they will be going just with the AKs and the Galil. Again, the limited nades. Team Liquid are changing things so much. Cloud9 have no idea what to expect. They have to be paranoid about flanks from all angles, and they're losing players at horrible timings when they are unable to go for their executes, their plays onto sites. And this is why I didn't want to call this match, because really the only team I think might beat Liquid at the moment is Cloud9. In the grand scheme of things, and this is the grand scheme, Liquid have a very dominant showing indeed. And again, if you look at the small print and the things they've been doing, the small detail rather than the small print, they've had a much improved focus as of late. Liquid, but also Cloud9, but Liquid even more so after the intense criticism they had following their disappointing foray in Europe recently. They are looking like a very different team, Liquid, now, without almost any roster changes, just Stats leaving. But even after he had gone, it was still looking bad. But now, they seem to be on the right path. So Cloud9 force once again, limited nades once again. Looking helpless versus the dominant CT rounds we've seen here from Liquid. And even the ones where they've taken some Liquid players down, they haven't managed to eke out the rounds here. As is obvious, Liquid with 12 times the score of their opponents. So this time they may have a chance to go for their execute. The timing nade comes in for adreN, and you have to wonder if Cloud9 know how to throw their smokes or nades through main, even when there's a smoke in there. adreN getting pot shots in. Is he going to have time to go for another shot with that flash? Indeed he will. That's the bomb as well. While all this is happening, his teammates are going to rotate. Nothing's lurk is not going to go down. Shroud versus 3. The Molotov coming in to stop any potential plants. flowsicK was heavily tagged already. He'll go down on the ladder and EliGE will find the trade. 13-1 for Team Liquid. And I feel like it's been a while. There was a period on Cash where we saw massively dominant CT rounds, CT halves, excuse me, very consistently. And it's pretty much a case of, if you start CT, you have a fantastic chance of winning. And Liquid are making it look like we are back in those days. Now, let's look at their setup for the final round. Potentially, final round of the first half. Potentially expecting a fast play into B from Cloud9. They're going to put 3 people there straight away, but they will rotate once they find it's not the case. fREAKAZOiD, shoulder peaks for information. Information has been found. adreN with straight up murder in team main. And they will not overextend. They could just say, okay, we're in control of this now, but no. They're going to take the passive angles. His teammate's ready to hold things down should he needs to. Meanwhile, Cloud9 with a wall of smoke just to give themselves a few options in mid. But again, they don't even have 5 rifles here, or 4 rifles. Gares just with the Tech 9. Will afford the guns to his teammate. And Liquid with a nice hold with a player in checkers behind the box. But Cloud9 have finally strung a few kills together. And they may be the ones they need, but adreN with the no-scope onto Shroud on top of things. 2 versus 2. Cloud9 with an opportunity to double their score in the last round of the first half. Again, EliGE coming in A main. And will they be prepared for him? Will they have the crossfire like they had before? Skadoodle was holding the angle, but EliGE will be better for it. Comes out for nothing, and there are too many angles for nothing to find. 14-1. Absolutely monster performance so far from Team Liquid. Cloud9. I don't even know what to say. 1 round. What else needs to be said? Credit to Liquid, though. They have ruined all the timings of Cloud9. They have disabled them. They've come in during the night, freed the horses, set fire to the tents. Well, Cloud9 have 1 chance. And that chance is to win every single round. Basically. If they lose 1 round, well, it depends on how the other rounds are going. If they string a hell of a lot of rounds together, with people surviving, and lose 1 round, it's still doable to take it to overtime, but we're a long way away from that, and that's not a good start. fREAKAZOiD going down, isolated, no trade there, trying to retreat away from mid, gonna get caught short, literally. Skadoodle coming in to take down 2 frags on the A-bomb site. The bomb's down as well. And the bomb's on the wrong side of the site. There's a gap in that smoke. They could try and plant it, but it would be a little bit risky there. And they're running out of people to do it with, our Team Liquid. flowsicK and adreN, only 1's remaining. It's all going to be about headshots, though. adreN in a 2v1. He's done enough damage to Cloud9 already. Can he continue their misery? And it's an awkward spot for Cloud9. Does nothing face from the car where he can't get a 1v1. He can't get a trade for his teammate. Or does he play passive? He went for the passive play. They cannot afford to lose 1 player. They must trade here. And there it is. Nothing. Taking the headshot. adreN getting the plant, though, which means pressure for Cloud9. Coming to you shortly in round 17. Cloud9 needs to buy all that they can buy. Let's see, I'm quite curious to... Okay, nothing... The good thing about nothing here is that he can buy a helmet for $350 because he did not get touched in the previous round. Actually, no, he did, so he must have bought the Kevlar straight away and then bought the helmet afterwards. Okay, that makes more sense to me. Cool. So, 2 FAMASs, an M4 silenced, and 2 MP7s will come out for Cloud9. So they've got the moving ability with the MP7s there, the good recoil pattern, and the range of the remaining guns. Team Liquid with the force here, and I'm expecting they're going to have an execute. Molotov's going into the back of the site. FREAKAZOiD getting completely annihilated there. Could only assume he was blind. Liquid pushing through the smoke as well. What a shot by adreN, taking down shroud. Cloud9 cannot afford to lose these players. They have 1 HE, and there it goes. It's going to find itself a kill, and only flowsicK remains. They're going to survive with 3 players. This is good for Cloud9. I would say good at this point, because anything more than this would be a disaster. And I don't really think there is a gulf between good and disaster for these rounds going forward for Cloud9. So that's good. They can get out some more guns. Team Liquid, they could continue to force here because they've got so many rounds to play with, but then that can be a spiral which you don't always want to get in. But I mean, they have 11 rounds to play with here, so they're going to be sensible about it and just get the armor-piercing pistols in. And Cloud9 will want to survive. That's what it is now, survival. You're a goldfish surrounded by sharks. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. So, we've got smokes coming out for Liquid, but they are going to get cut down. They're going to get run over with the lawnmower. Snail in the grass. No one lost for Cloud9. But again, it was somewhat of a worthless round there. Again, just throwaway pistols there for Liquid. Now the serious game starts. The buy comes out for Liquid. 5 AKs, various Molotovs, even a decoy on flowsicK. Full kits for Cloud9. Full everything, as much as they can do. Again, they can't afford to lose 1 round. Especially not at this point, when their bank is not really that built. Shroud going for the aggression. They're sending the killing machine out to get them the early advantage. They have to take these risks. They can't afford to sit around and allow Liquid to execute. They need to do to Liquid what Liquid did to Cloud9. Ruin their timings, ruin their personnel, and crush all of their plans and leave them hopeless. Hopeless and desolate. See the formation of the CTs moving around as Liquid snake their way over to the B bomb site. The entire remainder of the team coming in, bouncing the smokes off to cut off the lower part of CT, which will isolate Shroud on the site. Nothing in checkers. Has got a frag, but they know where he is now. And he's going to get smoked off, in fact. So that is a nice counter to strats that Liquid were employing themselves. Nothing, they will go around the corner of the smoke and find himself another frag and give his team a man advantage. EliGE and FugLy stuck on the site versus the remaining nades. That's a nice flash though. FugLy unable to find a frag straight away. Going to find it eventually. EliGE has found the second one, and Gares is up in a horrible situation. All the players are tagged. Through the smoke, EliGE will find the almost a killing blow onto Gares. Cloud9 have the money to get some more rifles. But now the mistakes are over. And they are going hell for leather here. Skadoodle on the AWP, no armor, but this time he's on the CT side, and that is significantly different to being on T. But can he hold? That is the question. Bit of fast aggression there from Team Liquid, which will leave FREAKAZOiD lacking a limb or two. Now, will Cloud9 get desperate? Will they overextend? Will they try to close down parts of the map and try to stop Liquid from executing? Doesn't seem that way at the moment. 2 towards A, 2 towards B. Just 1 in mid. Liquid expecting the aggression. You can see how passive FugLy is, looking all the way down to B from T spawn. Only now in 1 minute is he starting to move forward. Both teams knowing what is expected of Cloud9 here. Cloud9 feeling like they have no choice but to play against that. And Liquid will bide their time and only start to push now. So, opening into A main and mid at the same time are Team Liquid. And Cloud9's, it's death by paper cuts right now. Sean Gares low, FREAKAZOiD low. Skadoodle, no armor. Look at the angle FREAKAZOiD's being forced to play on the sides. There's only a few nades left here for Team Liquid. No mollies to force position. Sean goes down. FREAKAZOiD soon to follow. Getting flanked. And Liquid have executed this very well indeed. The real estate is off the hook here. flowsicK, I think that was like a pre-fire around the corner. Shroud and Skadoodle versus 5 to save the day here. This is basically impossible. They don't have a kit either. Look at desperation. Just jumping over the box, taking pot shots in any direction is Skadoodle. There's one frag. Down to 3 players now for Team Liquid. Skadoodle going for the defuse with Shroud trying to hold things down, but there's going to be a player at the quad boxes, and that will finish things off. 16-4. Team Liquid, absolutely dominant performance there on Cash. And this is why I feel like you guys at home putting your skins all the way on Cloud9 that much, while Cloud9 have showed a great performance today in their first match and are doing well. Again, Liquid, you know, they had a tsunami of criticism after their last visit to Europe about the play and the difference. We even had Sponge going in on the North American players, but they didn't say anything. They were completely silent. And it's been clear in the matches we've seen in the North American FACEIT League that they have been just drilling, doing things, you know, focusing on the small detail and the coordination. And it shows. It shows in that match. It shows on the great CT side. It shows on how they just completely stopped Cloud9 from being able to do anything they wanted to do there. So, great showing by Cloud9 in the first game and a great performance by Liquid in the final game of tonight. We're back with more North American games tomorrow. And I think... well, I guess that's all that needs to be said for now. Again, Dan and threat are in Kiev, so if you are up for Star Ladder this weekend, the finals are going to be taking place. I was due to go there, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it on this occasion. So, we will see you tomorrow with more Counter-Strike from both Kiev and from London.